My name is Duddits, I do builds and stuff. Today's video is going to be about the catalyst for the Wolfsbane Burning Ambition refit. This perk gets a lot of stick by many content creators. I'm sure you guys watch a video and somebody will tell you it's a bad perk and then you just write it off. I'm here to tell you this perk is absolutely insane on this exotic sword. We're going to be pairing it up with Ember of Ashes and Dawn Chorus and Helion as well to get infinite ignitions, and we'll also be building into infinite restoration. So stay with me, I'll break this video down. So the Burning Ambition catalyst, what it states: dealing sustained damage, scorches the target, dealing damage to a scorch target inflicts more scorch. So basically on this sword it takes 3 hits for you to cause them to scorch, which is very, very easy to do. As you can see there, 2 hits, it's not happening. And then you do 3 hits, 3 light attacks, and that will apply that scorch. On its own, it's okay. It's not a bad perk. It's 3 extra damage. But if you actually wrap your heads around it and have a little think about it, what you want to be doing is adding more sort of fuel to the fire. If you want to be adding more scorch, which we'll go into in a moment. So I'm just showing you 3 hits will cause them to start burning. That will apply the scorch. It's 2 hits and a heavy, and that will also apply that scorch as well. So a quick little one more time. 1, 2, 3 hits is going to cause that sort of scorch to go. Now we're going to get some absolutely humongous numbers in a moment. But what you can do is just keep doing your light attacks. Pop your super on the sword, the Nano Assault, and that will also benefit the Burning Ambition as well. And once you've got that going, it's literally Scorch and Ignitions everywhere, guys, because as we know with Scorch, get to 100 Scorch stacks and that's going to cause an ignition. Between your light attacks and your Nano Assault, it is literal infinite ignitions. It's an absolute joke. It's just basically 3 damage, and like I said, you need to add some fuel to the fire because Burning Ambition on its own, it just needs that bit of extra fuel. And don't forget, this sword will also heal you as well and give you damage reduction. I've done quite a lot of videos on this. I will link them as well, but I'm not ruling out all that healing and damage resist you get. Now, in this particular clip, I am not running Ember of Ashes. Now, as you can see, Ember of Ashes says you apply more scorch to targets. That's going to help you ignitions. So you can see here, I am also not running any exotic. You'll see the damage, which is 9s, and it drops to 8s, to 7s, to 6s, to 5s. Now what I'm going to do in the next clip is run Ember of Ashes. Increases the number of scorch attacks you apply to targets, 50% in most cases, but it rounds it up 3 to 4.5 to 5, etc. And then we're going to add Dawn Chorus. This is going to give you improved scorch effects. It makes your Daybreak projectiles deal 90%. I'm not going to run Daybreak in this. I'm going to be running Song of Flame. But it gives you a 200% damage increase on all of your Scorch numbers. So, as you can see here now, I was getting 9s and 8s and it's going all the way up to 35. Now that is absolutely nuts for 3 damage on a Burning Ambition weapon. Considering how much you can apply Scorch and Ignitions, that is just absolutely crazy. You're going to get 200% Scorch numbers. That is humongous. And then you're going to have that Ember of Ashes as well to help with the ignitions, just like so in this clip. So you've got all the extra numbers going on. And you will notice on that bottom left, you're going to get increased restoration as well, which we'll go into. But things just disintegrate and blow up. Healing Grenade, you build into that correctly and you can have infinite restoration. I did a video on this not too long back, in fact a couple of days ago. I will link that. With your Healing Grenade, put on Touch of Flame to improve your Healing Grenade. And then basically running Ember of Empyrean, Solar Weapon or Ability Final Blows will extend the duration of restoration and radiant effects applied to you. That's your healing part of the build. Now for the damage side, to pair up with your Dawn Chorus, go Ember of Char, your Solar Ignitions, spread Scorch to affected targets. Adding Burning Ambition to that is going to improve ignitions as well. Adding Ember of Ashes, which we've talked about, you're going to apply more Scorch stacks to targets. A couple more Ember of Eruption to make your solar ignitions have an increased area of effect. That works very nicely with Ember of Char. All these are going to give you pretty much infinite restoration and infinite ignitions. Bearing in mind, again, you've got that Dawn Chorus working in the background for your improved Scorch effects. And this is the type of thing you could do. Keep an eye on the explosions and the restoration. 15 seconds of restoration, very, very easily. So basically, start the fire off with something like Celestial Fire or your Helion. That is going to massively help your Burning Ambition perk. And once you've got one of these applied, you're very easily going to be able to cause all that extra damage and all of the ignitions like you've seen. Very, very easy. Like I said, Burning Ambition, if you actually just spend a bit of time building into it, it's an absolutely insane perk. Now, you will notice I wasn't running Ember of Solace on this particular build where Radiant and Restoration effects applied to you have an increased duration. That is purely because I am running the Collective Psych set. The 4-piece bonus, it improves Suspend, Unravel and Sever effects and Radiant and Restoration effects. So it actually gives you Ember of Solace for free. But if you don't have that gear set, not a problem. Just take off Ember of Eruption and then run that instead. It won't make too much difference, but as you can see here, you've got your restoration going. You've got all that ignitions as well and all that extra damage. You are pretty tanky with the sword as well. Like I mentioned, I will leave a couple of videos that I've done over the last couple of days as well. Well, over the last week, I've got a Hunter build, a Warlock, a couple of Warlock different builds on there as well. And again, once you've got that Helion down or your Celestial, and you put your Healing Grenade down, things are already scorching, and all you got to do then is just do a couple of light attacks with your sword or pop your super on your sword, the Nano Assault, and things are just going to start going pop. Now, I briefly mentioned the damage reduction as well. Now, for bosses and things like that, it puts out decent damage once you've got this set up on, because you're going to get all that extra damage from your Nano Assault and all that extra damage from your Dawn Chorus and your Ember of Ashes for them extra ignitions. And again, you can see how tanky you are. I ain't even running the restoration at this point in time. I haven't thrown my grenade down, and I'm still managing to keep myself very nicely healed. You get damage resistance from the handles, and you're going to get all that extra healing from the sword exotic traits as well. So it's very, very nice. And once you've got that super popped on there, it's just an increase of damage for that Nano Assault anyway, because you're going to get all that extra stuff going on, which we've mentioned. But you can see how tanky you are, and once you've got that Nano Assault popped, bosses just start getting deleted. It's really, really good. I'm going to love to see 2 or 3 people running this. This is going to be great. A couple of my clanmates I'll get on tonight. We're going to get ×3 Burning Ambitions and see what we can do. While we're on the subject of Burning Ambition, there is loads of other weapons you can pair with this. Finite Maybe, the brand new sword. This works really, really nicely as well. It's a really good perk on this sword. You've got the Ahab Char. You've also got Yeetard Apex. So I just want to show you that as well. Get your Helion down, and look how easy it is. Not bad for a perk that's considered not very good. All you have to do is put your Helion down or throw your Celestial melee, couple of hits with your Burning Ambition weapon, and that's it. Infinite ignitions, which by the way is infinite stagger as well. And again, you can sort of like mix up some rotations, a couple of Burning Ambition weapons, one in your secondary, one in your heavy, and you can just sort of just keep consistently just staggering things. Like I said, it's a very, very underrated perk. I aren't going to focus too much on the build. There is some really good seasonal artifact perks that pair nicely with this. The Iron Lord's Vigor as well, the sword perk this season. The artifact is extremely strong. You're going to get even more damage reduction and free heavy as well. So I just want to show you it's sort of working on Kepler before I sign off the video. I will leave a dim link for this particular build, but if you want to see more on the restoration side of it and it working in some other activities, I did a Yonoya build not so long ago. I'll link that. It's pretty much that build, except I just run Dawn Chorus instead of Yonoya. So I'll link that video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.